Tonight on the ACC Network Extra, it's the ACC opener for 9th-ranked NC State and the Virginia Cavaliers in this old ACC rivalry renewed for a Friday night duel, 74th meeting all time between NC State and Virginia. Hello, everybody. We welcome you, Matt Side here, the national champ, Nick Gwizdowski. I'm Andrew Sanders. Look, we're into 2026. We're into the spring semester. It's time for the ACC, an exciting time.
Absolutely. The ACC schedule is kicking off with Steve Garland's Virginia Cavaliers here in Raleigh. They come in with an 8-3 record, and they're ready to scrap. There's a couple highlight matches we're looking forward to.
Yeah, excited for a bunch of matchups tonight, but we're going to highlight 174 pounds. This is a matchup of a couple of ACC champs. A couple of years ago, Nick Hamilton at 165 against Matty Singleton, the reigning champ in the ACC at this weight class. Absolutely.
Matty's one of the nation's best at the weight class. So this is going to be a serious test for Hamilton up at his new weight class at 174. We'll see if he can carry over the success he had at 165 up at the new weight.
We will start at 125 pounds next. And we welcome you back to Raleigh. Start at 125 pounds. We'll take a look at the first 5 bouts of the night here in this ACC opener. Wiz, we think particularly 133, 141 going to be intriguing here at the lighter weights.
Yeah, no, 133 is the return of Marlon Yarborough, who took a year and a half off due to multiple injuries. And he's always been an exciting wrestler, high-scoring wrestler. Troy Holman, you look at his matches, there's a lot of close matches against highly regarded opponents, and he has a lot of actions. So I have 133 circled on my papers, and 141 might be interesting also. Coach Garland brought up that his wrestler, Gable Porter, has a win over RJ in summer freestyle wrestling, so they're familiar opponents nonetheless. But we're right here with Brad Yoakum. Looking forward to this one.
At 125 pounds, Brad Yoakum, redshirt freshman from Greensboro, North Carolina, gets the start for NC State against true freshman Rocco Hayes out of Orland Park, Illinois. So young matchup here, a couple of freshmen. Yeah. And Vincent Robinson, of course, the reigning national champ at this weight class. Both sides not going with their typical starter at 125.
Here we are with Hayes looking to score this takedown, gets Yoakum's hands on the mat for 3 points, excuse me. I got to catch up.
You may remember Hayes, brothers Louis and Sammy both wrestled at UVA. He's one of 9.
Absolutely, yeah. Louis Hayes, he was a very good wrestler for UVA.
So it comes from a good wrestling family.
I'm sure there's been plenty of matches going on in the Hayes household growing up.
Vince Robinson, it's his bobblehead night. He is not going at 125, so Yoakum gets an opportunity here in an ACC duel.
Yeah,
first time in the ACC for him.
Absolutely, first time for Brad Yoakum, and guys got to be grateful for the opportunity to wrestle. Not just wrestle in general, but wrestle for an ACC dual meet and in a full house like we have here tonight for Virginia. It's an honor to get to do it.
So imagine that, Yoakum just 7 matches in his career, 0-1 career in duels, but now you're here in Reynolds. It's a great crowd for the ACC opener, as you would expect.
Yep, versus another freshman. This is good here for Brad's opportunities. So Brad's got to look to keep controlling the inside too, and he's got to keep moving his feet, and you're seeing it right here. And Louis backing up and getting it on that single leg. He's looking to drive his shoulder in and drive up to his feet. Right here, he's on that leg. Yoakum's looking to get that left-hand whizzer in to kind of extend things out and bring Hayes' face to the mat. But Hayes gets this up and looks like he's close to scoring here. He's secured that ankle. I don't know if the ref sees it yet, though. Brad's doing a good job fighting that. Not sure exactly what the ref's looking for, Brad.
Coach Garland wants the 3 here. And there it is. Yeah. Rocco Hayes with his second takedown of the first period. Potentially dangerous here. We'll take a look at the first takedown for Hayes.
Yeah, Hayes does a good job getting to the leg early. That's always an important part, scoring early in matches. He gets right in there and gets after it early.
So the true freshman top 60 recruit, according to Flow Wrestling. He was a Fargo Freestyle National Champ.
Gotcha, thank you.
Setting the tone here for UVA on the road.
You look where Hayes is working. Everything's forward. That's just good fundamental top wrestling. Is everything's forward. You're driving the guy forward, in on the legs, finish with a double leg, puts Yoakum on his hip. Yoakum's continuing to wrestle. He's got to keep making those transitions back to his feet, keeping Hayes keeping up with him, right? Make Hayes keep up with him instead of, you know, you're keeping up with Hayes. You always want to be dictating the positions in wrestling. And great wrestlers are always dictating the position they're in and the next position.
Virginia fired up
got a little
about
blood.
the first
Yep,
period for
right
Hayes.
Stay right here on the mat.
We'll have a little blood time here. This will give Yoakum and NC State some time to talk things over. Good news is you're in the room with Vincent Robinson, so there's nothing that you haven't seen, right? But some adjustments to be made after the first period.
Yeah, absolutely. Brad has good partners all around him. He's seen really good wrestling, you know, so it's nothing that's going to catch him off guard. He's seen one of the fastest guys in the country. He wrestles with Homan, who wrestles in a ton of different positions and scrambling. So now it's you got to bring that confidence to the match. And knowing Hayes is also another freshman, you know, you belong in this match. You got to believe in yourself here, and we're going to see a different Brad hopefully in the second period.
That's me. Keep your hands. We talked about it. Keep your hands cleaned up.
Incidental poke in the eye. Yoakum from Ragsdale High School in the 3-3-6. Describes his wrestling style as simple, straightforward, not flashy, but fundamental.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree on that. And as you see it in his style, right? It's nothing out of the ordinary. He's looking to get to his ties, and once you get to your ties, you move your opponent, you know, you pull the trigger on those things.
Imagine some nerves here on both sides.
Oh, Hayes with that leg in. That's a quick three.
Green,
Secured that, got that leg in, and brought Yoakum to the mat.
One green.
This is going to be a match where UVA is probably looking to get bonus points now. They're already in that territory, and only halfway through the match, we might be seeing a major decision and possibly more if he can score some back points in here. He was working a half Nelson.
Hayes looking to bounce back, lost his last 2 bouts, but before that, got a win by fall over Christian Mendoza, Bridgeport. He's looking to bounce back, not just with a win, but another bonus point win. He's in that territory already.
Hayes with that quick underhook throw by, right to that leg in, gets Yoakum's hands on the mat, secures that quick 3. Very, very nice takedown by Hayes.
Come on.
And if UVA is looking for a path to victory tonight, getting bonus point here would be very important. You know, it's a path to victory for UVA is not out of the picture, and scoring bonus points here, especially over a major decision. If he can get back points in here somehow, that could definitely change the trajectory of the game, I think.
Prior to 2014, Virginia beat NC State 7 consecutive times. But since 2014, it's been all NC State. 11 straight wins over the Hoos. So the last win for Virginia actually came here in Raleigh all the way back in 2013.
I think I was there for that one. I was in the stands in the old Reynolds for that one. I was not on the bench for that one.
Coach Garland, winning as coach in UVA wrestling history, earned his 200th career win back on December 21st. In his 20th season with Virginia, done a fantastic job. Got him 8-3 so far. You talk to him, always love his energy.
Yeah, Steve's always excited. He's a very grateful, energetic human that's excited to be anywhere, everywhere he is. And you know, bringing that stuff's important.
Out of bounds.
And I think his guys like that, and his other coaches and whatnot. He brings good energy.
All right, good start here, guys. All right, Green, get on.
Where else would you rather be then? A Friday night, starting off ACC competition?
This is tough to beat, man. Friday night in Reynolds, ACC. Hayes with a good mat return here. putting a hard ride on Yoakum here, really controlling this match, running up the riding time. Now he's probably working for a turn on top. He's going to really start to wear on Yoakum and look to do something that can get him to his back for 4 points.
So he's got the ride time point locked up, but the escape for Yoakum.
You see Coach Garland here calling for more action. He wants Hayes to score another takedown here, secure this major decision victory.
Wrestler, center.
Takes a little peek at the clock. 50 seconds left. Couple of takedowns for Hayes in the first period. Added one more in the second.
Yeah, right now he's got a 7-point lead. He's got one more takedown. He's got to get score here, and Coach Garland's pushing for it. And just a little bit different Hayes. Freshman, maybe not as eager to get after that last point, those last takedown, but he's been very high percentage when he has gotten to Yoakum's legs. Here he is deep on a knee pull single, cuts Yoakum to his butt, and gets his head out. Looking for a takedown there, and backs possibly too. With that claw in deep, no swipes. That wouldn't change it. He's going to lock in for this major decision victory, and a good ACC debut for Rocco Hayes.
Rocco Hayes.
True freshman, winning the ACC and away venue. Impressive work, stud.
Major decision.
Yeah, stud work out of Rocco Hayes.
So a nice tone setter, 13-3, the major decision for Coach Garland and his Hoos.
I'm excited for this one here. This should be exciting. There should be some good action here. Yarborough is always exciting, and so is Yoakum. Excuse me, not Yoakum, Homan.
Coach Garland, the 2000 ACC Wrestler of the Year. Former All-American. £133, the return of Marlon Yarborough. Going up against Troy Holman. Again, expect some fireworks in this. This is a great matchup here at 133, a weight that's still kind of being decided for NC State. Troy Holman, Zach Redding have split time. Holman wrestled at the Southern Scuffle and comes into this one against Yarborough, who did not wrestle at all last year, did not wrestle in the fall semester coming off injury. So great to see him back on the mat. He's always fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, and Holman doesn't give up any easy points. Holman fights for everything very hard. It's not an easy guy to score on. So this should be an interesting match.
Yarborough now in his 5th year. When he was a junior, he qualified for NCAAs at this weight. He went 4-1 in ACC duels. His only loss was to NC State's Kyle Reaney.
Gets to go behind looking for the mat return here, and here's Holman with the roll. Presumably this is where Holman goes, and Yarborough comes out on top, but no takedown yet. Holman's looking to get out of bounds with it, and they're deep in a scramble here. Out of bounds. This is exactly the match we're looking for. Had this one circled. Yarborough creating action. Holman's not an easy guy to score, and Virginia's considering the challenge on this. No brick thrown, though. No brick thrown.
Keep the brick.
Too early in the match. Too early in the match. Minute in. That's it. There's going to be other close scoring situations.
It was close because I immediately looked over. I was expecting to see the break earlier.
Yarborough into this shot, but here's Holman on the ankles again, rolling. Yarborough looking to defend his legs now. Holman's back on his legs.
Wait, only 1 minute in. This is exactly what we were expecting to see.
This is good. This will be an exciting match. We're going to see a lot of this stuff.
Stalemate.
Holman went 2-2 at the Southern Scuffle. Wrestled at the Southeast Open. He finished 3rd there. Got a ranked win over Ethan Oakley, 14th ranked Ethan Oakley of Carolina.
This is the first competition. This is the first competition for Yarborough in a year and a half, Coach Garland said. So this will be interesting to watch for sure.
So a long layoff. I did ask, hey, there's any kind of restrictions or he's full go? He said, no, he's 100%. He's ready to go.
We'll go nice drag to get in on Yarborough's legs, but wasn't able to secure anything further. Yarborough's a long body, too. He's a lot of arms and legs on him, so.
Center,
good at keeping distance.
Out of the state of Ohio.
Center in.
He was a Ohio State champion in 21.
Nice post to the underhook.
We're neutral.
Here they are in the seatbelt position.
Guys. We're still neutral.
Yarborough looking to control this knee and get his arm free, but Homan again tough in this position. Fighting legs, has a deep whizzer that he's controlling. No takedown yet. Homan still has Yarborough's knee kind of twisted out, but they're calling three here.
I got it.
Now the three is given.
You got 3 green.
It went up,
Yarborough's knee is completely twisted. I don't want.
Get out of it.
Jeez, that was
potentially dangerous.
Look at that, but yeah. Yarborough had control of it. Homan just had his foot, but he secured that. Look where Homan goes to the underneath to grab a hold of Yarborough's foot. If we get that far,
green,
but,
come on. Yep.
he had the thing twisted out pretty good, but nonetheless, Yarborough controlled it. Homan to his feet here with 30 seconds remaining. Yarborough going to bring him down. Or last 20 seconds is always a block of time where people are practicing in matches or in practice, right? Scoring in the last 20 changes the outcome of the match so much because you don't give your opponent time to recoup those points, get that escape. You take them down, you ride them out. But we're not going to see any of that in this period at least. But what do we have? 4 stalemated positions
Green, your choice
in 3 minutes and 1 takedown. This is right on par for what we were expecting.
Got a lot of action. Yarborough with the takedown. 3-1 lead through the first period. So UVA off to a great start.
Here we go.
And again, just a couple of years ago, last time we saw him, he was nearly perfect in the ACC. That loss to Orini. Orini was ranked 5th in the country. Yarborough was competing with the best of the best, and again into NCAAs.
Over to his feet quick.
Still you, Red.
Looking to get out and then looking right back to an attack. Those are good fundamentals. Those are good winning positions that guys can get through. Escape, takedown ride, those type of things.
Homan describes his style as kind of a counter-puncher.
Absolutely.
A little bit reactive. You've kind of seen that so far.
You see it. There's never a clean takedown. He's always finding a leg to scramble or something. You know, he's not an easy guy to score on. You may get in deep, but you're not going to get those points quick. Wow, not sure what that was, but look like an elbow pass or a foot sweep attempt, but
battle through this position.
These guys are agile.
Here,
They're staying on their feet.
Through here. Stalemate, both up. Here we go. Here we go.
Another stalemate. Homan out of Harrison City, Pennsylvania. 45 minutes southeast of Pittsburgh. He's a Steelers fan.
Centers.
Coming in those last 45 of the second period, I'm sure we'll see some action.
Get out of that finger grip, guys.
Homan in deep to the body. He's got this leg in. Ref calls it quick here, and Yarborough has a deep whizzer, but points are scored. This is definitely a stalemate. That's a kind of a quick stalemate in the position, but nonetheless, you watch Homan kind of shoots in quick and kind of puts Yarborough right on his butt. Kind of shot right at the right time, and Yarborough was going to execute something himself and got put on his heels. Important 25-second ride out here, 26 seconds.
Cover legal.
For Homan to keep him on the mat to be tied going into the third period.
You were talking about late scoring, not quite in that 15-second window or so, so a little more.
This is pretty close though. Important points. Homan giving up there though.
Yarborough gets the escape to get back in front at 5-4.
Because I believe it's Yarborough's choice going into the third.
Red, your choice.
Excuse me. Homan's choice.
Red takes down, third period.
1 takedown each.
Here we go. Yep.
look at this weight
Okay, here we go.
class.
Knee behind, hands in front.
ACC's good, man. 5 ranked wrestlers, and
Okay.
once Yarborough gets some more
Green,
matches
cover
under his
legal,
belt,
let's go.
he'll probably be in
Let's
the
go.
rankings too.
Again, Holman already with a win over Oakley this year.
Still green.
Holman looking for the roll, but Yarborough expecting it. He's seen Holman roll about 5 times on him so far
he
this
has seen
match.
that move a couple times.
Not that surprised by it. Nice chop and driving him forward. Holman's got to fight those hands and get his hips away. He's got to cut his hips hard and get his hips away from where Yarborough is. And these are 2 long guys.
2, 3.
Yarborough's getting a very nice return on that. Very nice job lifting that single leg and finishing that. And even better, right in his own corner, that direction. His coaches. So this is working out well for Yarborough in his 3rd period ride out, coming up on a minute of riding time to potentially put him ahead if he can allow that escape point on Holman. Holman can score that escape and be tied 5-5 on the board, but Yarborough still having that riding time advantage.
He does go over a minute now. 104 and counting, you see. He was in the neighborhood of a stall and then able to reset and put Holman back down.
Yeah.
And that was huge.
Yeah, they were kind of
going on
playing a
there.
little chess match, cat and mouse. Like, you gonna cut me away, or I'm gonna, like, that type of thing. And you gotta take advantage of things. Don't stand there and wait for a ref to give you a free call. Control what you can control out there.
Okay, come on, green. Yes.
So Yarborough in his first action in a year and a half in an ACC duel. He has been tough on top here in the 3rd.
Absolutely. Now here's Holman escapes with 30 seconds left, but Yarborough he's got riding time locked up now.
Yes, he does.
Holman's going to come after him, but Holman's a bit of a counterpuncher, so he's not always the one shooting, but he did score a takedown earlier. If he can muster up something like that, that'd be great.
Got a takedown in the 2nd, trying to get to the leg. Yarborough defending, 10 seconds left. Another
trying
roll.
to create something from here, and he might have something in short time. Scrambling all around, but too little, too late.
A great return from Marlon Yarborough.
Great match by both gentlemen. That's one we had circled from the beginning, and
Let's
you know,
go.
it
Let's go.
gave us what we were looking for.
Good
The fans
battle,
were on their
guys. Good
feet.
job.
And UVA takes a 7-0
Both
lead.
sides, okay? One more time.
6-5
Good job,
decision
Raymond.
for Yarborough. Great to see him back on the mat for UVA. And he picks up a win at 133.
Yeah, that's a wrestler, exciting wrestler across the conference, right? We're going to see him go a lot of good matches. There's a lot of really good wrestlers at 133 in the
And
conference.
start on both knees. It's not a...
He'll bring fireworks every match.
2 bouts in, 2 wins for Virginia on the road. I'm Andrew Sanders. How about the start for Virginia? A win at 125 from Rocco Hayes, a major decision. Marlon Yarborough making his return after a year and a half off with injury. He got in a thrilling 6-5 decision. Now we go on to 141. Ryan Jack, Gable Porter. They're no strangers. They wrestled over the summer. We were also intrigued by this matchup.
Battle in.
Yeah,
Battle in.
yeah, absolutely. They wrestled over the summer at a freestyle event, different rule set.
Those heads cleaned up,
but
guys.
Porter
Battle
came
in
away
here.
with the
Battle
victory.
in.
RJ's a much better folk style wrestler, but here's Gable Porter controlling the center of the mat, and RJ's a wrestler that likes to wrestle from space. So you're not going to see a lot of attacks off contact. He's going to get his hands free. There's going to be space between the opponents, and RJ's going to shoot.
Hey, let me see your face.
Ryan Jack, 2024 All-American ACC champ, 3 times an NCAA qualifier, coming off a red shirt last year.
Got a blood time here, I think.
Blood time.
Porter
early.
came out hot. Porter came out ready to wrestle in your face.
See the right brow of Jack bloodied. Porter, last year, went 3-3 in the ACC, lost to Troy Holman by decision. That was at 133 pounds, so he's up to 141. 16-4 on the year is Porter. His only 4 losses, they've all come against ranked wrestlers.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity because RJ's been on a little bit of a skid. He's had a couple losses in the last couple matches, so this is definitely one where Porter's looking to take advantage of
Hands cleaned up. Both guys, keep your hands cleaned up.
A bit. This is it.
Speaking of Jack, also ranked wrestlers. He lost to #1 Jesse Mendez of Ohio State, lost to Joey Olivieri of Rutgers as well. So both these guys have been tested, but looking, and both of them do have a ranked win under their belt already, but looking for a good contest here.
Absolutely.
Jack with that #8 ranking.
Porter very, very aggressive with his hands. See him on Jack's neck, pulling, hard collar ties.
Let him go, guys.
Very physical with his hands. And RJ's looking to move his head, looking to get an angle and fire off his shots here.
Porter, a redshirt sophomore from Council Bluffs, Iowa. 3 times an Iowa State champ.
Stop.
Hands are physical. Hands are physical here.
Both guys cleaned it up here. Okay? Stop as well. We're wrestling match.
RJ's a more finesse kind of past the head, and Porter's whacking at RJ's headgear. But that's wrestling. There's so many different styles of it, you know. You got to figure out what you're facing, and sometimes being real heavy with your hands is part of your game plan. It's part of how you operate. So no change in that. So you see here, Porter's really been controlling the center of the mat and really dictating the contacts. It's always, you know, Porter's making very, very intense, physical, and it's definitely not a style that RJ's used to. Not used to, but doesn't wrestle that same way.
Yeah.
Wrestles very much the opposite.
I mentioned coming off the redshirt year, that was something that Jack wanted to improve a little bit. He felt at times that he started slow, wanted to attack a little more early, but his default is a little more of a patient start to a match.
Yes, patient, casual pace. Can wrestle with anyone. Very good wrestler, but that's not his. If he was to choose how it goes, it is not what Porter's doing right now. I'll tell you that much.
Battle in, battle in.
No leg attacks this first period.
Stop.
Surprised by that?
Down.
A little bit,
down,
but RJ
period.
didn't really get an opening, which is good
Knees
wrestling
behind,
on his
hands in
part,
front.
right? If you don't have an opening, you're not going to take a shot. And Porter probably had a few openings, but you can kind of tell his game plan has come out, be physical, wear him down, work on him, get him out of his comfort zone, and then execute.
We saw in that graphic the ranked wrestlers at this weight class, and Ryan Jack is the favorite, if you will, going into the start of ACC competition. The highest ranked wrestler, #8. He also already has a win over Tom Crook of Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and Porter's in great position. RJ on his belly, on his hip. 15 seconds in here, Porter's working well. RJ's going to look to control hands and work out. He's experienced, so he knows where he's at. But a good momentum for Porter for sure.
Wrestling with a lot of confidence, intensity.
Very nice mat return by Porter, kind of getting RJ off balance and bringing him backwards. RJ scoring the escape. 45 seconds of riding time for Porter, though.
Center, battle in, all the way in. Battle all the way in. Center in. All the way in.
Porter's best one of the year, 22nd ranked Jordan Soriano of Drexel. That was at the Navy Classic where he finished 5th.
Battle in, both wrestlers, all the way in.
Looking for his first top 10 win of the season.
Heavy hands out of Porter. Club, scrape, underhook, pressure, club, scrape. It's a pattern, but it's a winning pattern for sure. You're watching it out here, and it's controlling the match. Hasn't turned in any points yet, so really at the end of the match it may not matter, but it definitely is something that controls, and there might be a stall call coming too.
your stall
There
warning.
is the stall warning.
Action. Okay, you have a
I've
stall
watched
warning.
this a few times. Let's see how this can happen.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's why we love having you on the call. Got some experience.
That I do. That I do. I've seen it from both angles, on the mat, in the corner, in the stands, at home on TV.
How aware are you of that when you're on the mat? There's a lot going on. You're focusing on the guy in front of you, plus the clock. You're thinking it's.
Okay, here we go. Knees behind, hands in
Plus,
front.
are you in stall territory? How much can you think of that at all in that
Yeah, no, it
circumstance?
definitely comes into mind, right? Like
I might get hit here. I got to be careful.
yeah, especially if, you know, in RJ's situation, you're treading along that border the whole match. You know, that's got to be in your mind too. But the clock doesn't really, at least for myself, I was never really worried about the clock. I'd have the coaches yell at the time because I didn't want to look up at it.
Not concerned with that.
No, absolutely not. If there's time on it, I'm wrestling hard. You guys can tell me when there's 30 seconds left or a minute, whatever. And RJ giving up that quick escape, so riding time's not a factor in this match, but Porter controlling the match and dictating a lot of things is definitely kind of swinging in his favor. But RJ's one shot away. RJ needs one opening. He knows how to get to the legs, and he's very good when he gets to the legs. He just hasn't found that opening. Porter's been staying in a very low stance. Inside tie, collar tie, not his tie. He scrapes it off. So Porter's been doing a really good match, really good tactics and control here.
Well, you talked about the path for Virginia winning here. And getting off to a nice start, 7-0. Porter in upset territory here. That could swing this duel. They need an upset probably somewhere.
Absolutely, and here's Porter in on the leg, takedown.
He gets the takedown
right out of
35
bounds.
seconds left.
Very good attack from Jack, re-attack from Porter. Quick score out of bounds. He'll start back on top. Right here, RJ with the attack. Porter with the re-attack catches that ankle and runs it down quick right on the line too. Gives him a clean start in the center of the mat. He's only got 18 seconds to the riding time. So RJ needs to really escape, turn, shoot.
1 green, 2 green, 3 green.
25 seconds left.
RJ with the Granby roll to the escape. 15 seconds on the clock. RJ in. Hands locked. Hands locked with 10 seconds. Can RJ pivot this up? And needs to get his head out from underneath, but Porter's got his hands in all the right spots. 2 seconds left. Porter's going to take this one.
Gable Porter with a top 10 win. And Virginia 3-0 in the first 3 bouts.
That was a tough matchup for Jack stylistically, but Porter looked great right from the start. Contact club, underhook, scrape. Everything was Porter's. He was controlling the center of the mat. He was backing Jack up. That was impressive work by Porter.
He improves to 7-1 in duels this year. Does Gable Porter?
Yeah, he was a hammer on the mat tonight. That was impressive. Very physical and dictated the whole match.
And again, we told you NC State's won 11 in a row.
I think it was fresh. I think it just got.
And it has been pretty dominant. You see 322 to 92. Last year in Charlottesville it was 32 to 4. But already a 10-0 start. Virginia ready to start ACC competition.
Absolutely, they've looked great here tonight in Raleigh. And Denkins is a transfer from Campbell. When Campbell took a big hit to their funding, Denkins transferred to UVA here.
And so now it's already your ACC opener. You got the crowd here. The lights are bright. A little more pressure on 5th-ranked Coy Biskins,
Shake hands, please. Good luck.
who Coach Popolizio says he's got all the tools to win a national championship. He is wrestling so well right now. Feels like he's really in the mix nationally. Going up against Winton Dinkins, the junior from Ohio, as you mentioned, Nick, the two-year Campbell transfer.
Yeah, this is his ACC debut too. You know, wrestling in the ACC is a lot different than the SoCon. I'll tell you that much. So Biskins does have what it takes. He's got to put it all together at the right time, the right matches. He's great defensively, great offensively. It's just, you know, keep executing those things.
It is a
very hard to score on. It's going to be a close match. Biskins always runs close matches, and it looks like Dankins is experienced, and you know he knows how to wrestle, and Garland's going to have ready guys on his team.
Dankins 13-6 on the year. Biskins 13-1.
Takedown right to the hip. Very good here. Biskins going to look to build up, and nice work from Dankins though, not letting him secure any ties.
That takedown for Biskins on the year, 25 takedowns. He's only surrendered 2.
He's not an easy guy to score on. You watch him, he'll very flexible. Dankins in deep on this high crotch for a takedown of his own.
Wow.
That was explosive.
Green, 1 green.
Very explosive trade in takedowns in this first minute and a half. This should be a good one.
How about that? We're talking about not easy to score on. Dankins hits the move.
Yes, and here Biskins getting his leg down, so we're knotted at 4 again.
Dankins, an NCAA qualifier at 149 last year at Campbell. 33 wins on the year last year.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go there. Nothing going on there.
Quick
Let
scores
those things
out of
go.
both wrestlers. Explosive.
Mentioned Biskins 13-1. The one loss he had against 6th-ranked Ethan Stiles of Ohio State, it was controversial. Looked like he had a takedown, ended up not being called. Very controversial. So he can easily be unbeaten right now.
Match. Yeah, he very well could be undefeated. He wrestles like he's undefeated. Dankins is bringing a lot of pressure, and you know, different, new to the conference, or someone Biskins probably hasn't seen before. I don't believe, but he's good. He's good. That was a very exciting takedown in the match here with a 5th-ranked Biskins. Biskins in on a nice single leg, but Dankins breaks that lock and ducks again. Same attack as earlier, but Biskins looking for a leg pass here. Probably going to get potentially dangerous.
No, stop.
That's the right call. The fans don't like it, but you never want to see 2 guys knotted with their knees. We're in January. It's just not worth it.
Dangerous on that left knee of Dankins. Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, let's go.
Biskins with a good leg pass, but it puts those knees in a terrible position. Good call in the ref.
Here we go.
An electric first period.
Quick scores. Biskins with the ankle pick, put Dankins right to his hip.
Stay here in the middle. You don't have a timeout.
And Dankins retaliates.
Stay here. Okay, let's go. Knees behind, hands in
Duck
front.
Fireman steps up, scores, gives Biskins no openings to counter or scramble in any which way.
Bottom. That's you. No, that's
Caution
you.
Dankins.
Get set. Don't move.
Crowd trying to get Biskins and NC State energized. Virginia has had all the juice so far in this one. And a quick escape.
Absolutely. This Virginia team they came ready to wrestle. They've been dictating early contact. They're not getting bullied around by the crowd here in Reynolds. You know, they're very much in the match. In the entire duel meet, excuse me.
And this is very much a pretty young Virginia squad in what is an old sport. I know Yarborough's in his 5th year, but again, he had been out injured for a year and a half. These are guys with, you know, for the most part, we've seen so far multiple years of eligibility left. Wrestling very well.
Coming up on a minute left in the 2nd period, and Dankins carrying the 1-point advantage.
NC State ranked at 7 spots tonight.
Very good attempt, but good re-attack. Really good re-attack here. Bisgins with the double underhooks, and Denkins with the third. Wow, this is really good. Really exciting. Look, catch this up. That was good.
Towards the edge of the mat here, 30 seconds.
Bisgins got to bring him all the way in. Look at this. Score this, and there's 3 points with 25 seconds on the clock. That was great wrestling on both opponents, but really impressive for Bisgins on multiple attempts.
Looking to turn.
Got a deep half Nelson. You might need to get Denkins' other arm out of the way to get back points, but Denkins recovered.
A late takedown in the second period, and Bisgins in front.
Yeah, he put the crowd on his feet with that one. That was exciting. Multiple attacks in a row, and good, solid wrestling by Bisgins here. Gets that foot up, brings it back, gives him space to wrestle.
Okay, cover green.
They say pound for pound, he's one of the strongest guys for NC State, and you see the strength there to pull Denkins back in. That's tough to manage, yeah?
Absolutely, a combination of strength, mobility, flexibility, all those things. He's got a great gas tank. You don't see him gassing out there.
All right, so this bout is not disappointed either. What does the third period hold? Denkins looking to continue the run for UVA. Bisgins looking to get the pack on firm footing.
Yeah, Denkins is going to have to, probably going to kick Bisgins loose at some point. Bisgins is going to score this escape, because I don't see Denkins being able to turn Bisgins the way this is going. But there we go. There's the escape. Denkins is one takedown away. Denkins has scored multiple fireman kind of peek out attempts coming off of either an overhook or Bisgins' elbow. So look to see something like that. Likely to Bisgins' left leg. That's where Denkins have went a handful of times.
And again, Bisgins had only given up 2 takedowns coming into tonight, but Denkins has scored a takedown. That's got to give him some confidence here with a minute to go.
Yeah. No, Bisgins needs to keep wrestling too, because we know Denkins can score on him, and nice little duck attempt, keep things moving. Big double leg from the knees. Bisgins definitely needs to keep wrestling here. Gets to that ankle. Good wrestling on Bisgins' part. Now,
same situation here.
Same exact. He's got to bring this back to the center of the mat. He's got to bring this back to the center of the mat. There's a lot of wrestling left. Bring it back all the way to the center. Puts him on his hip. Very nice. Still no 2 though. No 3, excuse me.
Got to work that right hand up, yeah.
Got that leg shelved. He needs to get across the body with 20 seconds left. Watch the roll here. There's a roll attempt. Bisgins kind of stuffed it.
There's the 3.
Got a cradle locked up here. Will he try to score backs on it? Maybe not. That's very tight for Denkins.
Troy Bisgins wins his ACC opener.
Reynolds on the feet, yeah.
This crowd fired up.
That's something to cheer for tonight. That's a good opponent too. That's a very good opponent. Bisgins getting a win over a national qualifier. And Denkins looked great. He looked very good, scoring multiple takedowns. Great match.
The decision for Bisgins puts NC State on the board. UVA with a 10-3 lead as we head to 157. Colton Washleski and Brogan Tucker next. Virginia with a 10-3 advantage here over 9th-ranked NC State. Andrew Sanders here with Nick Gwizdowski. We move to 157. And you could say, Rocco Hayes, we saw him get a major decision at 125. He was probably favored in that bout. For the most part tonight, it's been a ranked NC State wrestler against an unranked Virginia wrestler. Flip the script here. Washleski ranked 29th in the country. Brogan Tucker stepping in to this 157 role. Jackson Arrington, it's been announced, out for the season. Had shoulder surgery. So the true freshman from St. Paris, Ohio, into the starting lineup. It is his first career collegiate duel. First time wrestling here in Reynolds in front of the crowd, and it's an ACC competition against a ranked guy. Yeah,
a ranked guy who's a graduate, and he's a transfer, so it's 2 ACC debuts.
How about that?
One true freshman, one graduate student, but nonetheless, we're underway with a match here, and this is a big opportunity for Tucker. He was a fairly highly regarded recruit coming in and training here in Raleigh this summer and against an experienced, ranked wrestler and Colton Washleski. Washleski with a quick takedown.
Colton Washleski, as you mentioned, the transfer 4 years at Ryder. An NCAA qualifier at this weight as a junior. And he scores a takedown just about a minute in. A couple of ranked wins on the year. Beat number 10, Jude Swisher, a pen. You think here this takedown to open things up?
Very good. Gets to the head, pulls the head down, shoots. Simple as it gets, but doesn't matter what level. Pulling on someone's head usually opens up a shot. Tucker with the escape. Good stand up, cutting away, fighting hands. Now Tucker's kind of got to get things moving in his direction. He's got to look a little bit more for his ties, look for some of his openings.
Now he is 7-2 on the year. He went 3-2 at the Southern Scuffle. So obviously tough news for Jackson Arrington, and you're losing a wrestler of his caliber in the lineup for NC State. But
Tucker in here almost looking to get his hands locked, but Washleski gets his legs back. Good defense. Defending a well-timed shot.
He'll have 2 years remaining after a medical redshirt, and for a guy like Brogan Tucker, what an opportunity.
Yeah, these guys that are coming in out of high school, they're ready to go. They're good. They have experience. They believe in themselves. So, true freshman, graduate transfer, take the age out of it at this point, especially where we are as a country with the talent we have in our developmental systems.
He gets in on a good one here. I'm going to get green here.
Tucker has a big gas tank.
Yep.
Going up against a guy with a lot of experience in Washleski.
Absolutely. If Tucker's going to utilize that gas tank, he's got to stay active this entire match. He's got to be working. Washleski with another good shot here. Short time left. And Tucker's going to look to hold on in his crouch lock to prevent this takedown from this score. Now he's on his chest.
Danger, danger
3 seconds. And the pass. No takedown. A few more seconds that might have went to Tucker. Tucker's countered that very nicely.
Flurry of action there at the end of the first period. Just the one takedown, and it belongs to Washleski.
Down, second period. Here we go.
NC State has been so solid at this weight class. Hayden Hidley, Ed Scott, Jackson Arrington stepping into that, but now true freshman Brogan Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker's got what it takes to do it for sure. No doubt in my mind, but you got to come out and execute like everything. Tucker looking for an escape here. Green is still in control. Out of bounds. Second time, kind of back to back. Tucker's kind of gotten this kind of sit through position. Must be something he likes to get to because he looks very, very able, very familiar with the position.
He won the freshman-sophomore bracket in his collegiate debut at the Southeast Open. He actually beat his teammate, Latrell Schaefer, in the finals. Got a last-second takedown.
Still green.
Still green. Cradle,
cross the back.
Cradle, but
one, neutral.
There's the escape.
Tucker on his feet.
Say that again. Okay, got it. Battle in, battle in, battle in.
A lot of good hand fighting here, controlling different positions on both wrestlers' part, but no one's really gotten to an opening here in the second period since they got back to their feet. But you're going to see more of it because Tucker's down on the scoreboard. Oh, there we go. Just as I said, at Washleski,
you got it, Green. You got it. You got it.
Double leg, securing both legs, 3 points. Nice shot from distance, pulls his head, fires his shot. 2 legs, 3 points.
Okay. Still you, Green. Still you, Green.
30 seconds left, second period.
Escape Tucker.
Let's go.
Tucker's keeping himself in this match, coming to the end of the second period, but he's going to need to score a takedown of his own to kind of really bring him closer.
Stall warning.
Washleski with another shot and a stall warning on Tucker.
Stop.
Lost the headgear.
Yep. Here you go. Put it on, please. Yep. Put it on.
And that's kind of been Virginia all night,
bro.
right?
Okay.
Forcing the action.
Stay right here.
Yeah, I would.
Aggressive, assertive.
Absolutely, I would agree. I think Virginia has definitely outshot NC State and has. There we go. Well timed. Same setup as before. Holding on Tucker's head. Releases, fires below the knees, secures 2 legs, 3 points.
So some new headgear for Colton.
Okay, guys, 12 seconds here.
Tucker's now got a stall warning against him, so he can't just be reacting. He's got to start to put Washleski on his heels and make some offensive movements.
You're pushing, man. Top out of neutral. Chooses down. Okay, don't move. Red, get on. Let's go. Get on. Yep.
Washleski will start on bottom.
Quick sit out by Washleski. Tucker trying to keep riding here, but he's getting a count, staying on that leg. Can get a second stall here. And that's going to be a point, and yep. Washleski looking to sit through here, looking for a reversal of his own. Looking like he's going to get this here.
Yeah, he does get the reversal.
Reversal and 1 stall.
No, stop.
So how about that?
Doug, make sure we get the stall point there.
Gets the reversal, which also puts him up over a minute of ride time. So effectively a 10-3 lead here.
Okay. Yep. Okay, got it.
6-point lead here in the third. With riding time, 7-point lead. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Coach Garland encouraging Washleski to cut him. Here we are on our feet here. Washleski getting into bonus point territory with 1 takedown.
Tucker shoots a little counter shot.
Tucker trying to jump over him and puts Washleski in a better position. Washleski with his hands locked. Put him to his hip. He's got to get that whizzer out. He's going to get big and strong through it. And now he's got Tucker on his back for a moment.
Now into bonus point territory.
Absolutely, with this 8-point, 9-point lead with 45 seconds left. He could afford giving up an escape, but it looks like he's going to ride him here.
How about this?
You said it before. Garland's team came to Raleigh today ready to wrestle.
There you go. And keep in mind, NC State won 6 consecutive ACC championships.
Came out of bounds.
Didn't win it last year. That streak broken in the championship. Still shared the regular season, though.
Yep.
They have been so dominant at the top of this conference. And again, 11 straight against UVA. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And I think they've seen Virginia's best so far. Virginia's been very impressive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Cavaliers with their 8-3 record, they came to the ACC opener tonight ready to go. And Garland and company's got their team
2
ready.
green, 3 green.
No Vince Robinson, no Jackson Arrington, and an upset win we saw. Gable Porter over Ryan Jack. Virginia
easy.
on the cusp of being up double digits here through the first 5.
Yeah, through the first 5, absolutely, and
Here we go.
and getting that major decision at 125, where you got the #1 ranked wrestler who didn't wrestle tonight. That's a big difference. And Yarborough with his return to the mat, an exciting wrestler that came out ready to scrap and proved that he still got it from where he was. And Gable Porter with an upset. So through these first 5, Cavaliers have looked really good.
Riding time.
13-4.
Battle, guys.
Major decision for Colton Washleski. And Virginia 14-3 in a team point score through 5 bouts.
Good job, Indian.
At intermission, the crowd here in Reynolds Coliseum silenced by the Who's.
Yeah.
An ACC opener and a start to remember for UVA. Does NC State have a comeback in it? We'll find out. Top 5 bounce in the upper weights. We're looking ahead to 174. Intermission on its way from Raleigh. Here in Raleigh, Virginia up 14-3 on the team score. Some youth bouts going on during intermission. Good to see the next generation of wrestlers here. Welcome you back, Matt Side with Nick Gwizdowski. I'm Andrew Sanders. What can you say about Virginia so far? I mean, they have been pretty dominant here through the first 5.
Absolutely. Virginia has looked sharp. They've dictated the matches early. First contact, controlling the center, all good things out of the Cavaliers so far. They really put NC State on their heels, I would say, so what we've seen so far.
It started with the major decision of Rocco Hayes over Brad Yoakum. No Vince Robinson on his bobblehead night. NC State certainly missed him, so 4 points to the Hoos. The return of Marlon Yarbrough, and he's a difference maker in their lineup.
Absolutely, he was exciting to see. And not to mention, the Cavaliers have 4 victories, 2 of which coming by bonus points. So this second half of the dual meet, we're going to have to see bonus points out of NC State. And as we look at the lineups, there's two guys on the NC State lineup that are heavily favored. One being at 174, being 5th ranked, and the other one being the big man, Isaac Trumbull. He scored a lot of bonus points this year. He will go after it. So if the match comes down to heavyweight, we're going to see a big guy coming out of the tunnel that's ready to score some points.
So a lot of ground to make up for NC State. Virginia with a 14-3 advantage, looking for their first win over the Wolfpack in the last 12 tries. UVA with 4 wins through the first 5 bouts, coupled by bonus points. NC State looking to turn things around after intermission. They've got an exciting freshman. 16th ranked Will Denny, freshman from Manhattan, Illinois, against Michael Murphy, the junior from Westfield, New Jersey. Murphy does not have a ranked win on the year, looking to change that here.
Yeah, Denny's looked great all year. As a freshman with his 8-2 record, every match he shows up ready to wrestle. Solid fundamentals, good attack rate, good defensively. Discipline, stays in his stance, moves forward, practices good things, hard worker. Coaches say a lot of good things about him.
Say a ton of good things about him. Coach Pop said he's as good as any freshman that we've had. And Will Denny saying that he likes to work a relentless style. He wants to be entertaining. This is his ACC debut as a freshman. And some real pressure on him here because Virginia with a 14-3 team lead. Gwiz, how do you balance that? You want to wrestle your individual match, but you also know, you have to know in the back of your mind, hey, if we're going to start 1-0 in ACC competition, I got to make something happen here.
Absolutely, and you know, being in this second half of the lineup, I spent a lot of my career in the second half of the lineup. Sure. Okay, I'm going to pick it up a little bit. You know, I don't want this opposing team to get out of here with the victory, so I'm going to make sure I bring it. I know what I bring to the match every time, and I wouldn't change the amount of risk I take in my match. It's more so a little bit mental, and a bit sharper and more disciplined, and be ready for a fight because the other team's shown up and fight tonight.
Yeah, I always think it's interesting, especially in your position, when you start at 125 like we did tonight, you are, to use the baseball term, the closer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes it's going to come down to your heavyweight bout.
Yeah, and the way this dual meet's going and what the papers say, we might be seeing one of those tonight. Very possible.
It was such an advantage for some of the teams you were on to have an All-American national champion guy as the hammer at the back of that lineup, and kind of similar situation here.
Yeah, we have a very, very good closer in Isaac Trumbull, who's closed out some dual meets in the past for us, and it's you know, as an NC State alumni, it's kind of nice to know that we got a big man that'll close it out.
Stall warning to Michael Murphy.
That's exactly what you said, Coach Popolizio said about Denny, or Denny said about himself. Relentless, moving forward, he's in his stance. There's nothing flashy. That was, though, excuse me. Excuse me. He might have heard me on that one.
Hold on, I got a little flash.
I'll fall back on that, but just solid moves, solid attack rate. Not every attack's going to score, but he's still looking for the attacks, and that's what wins.
He upset number 5 Ryder Downey of UNI in the national duels. named ACC Wrestler of the Week after he beat Patty Gallagher of Ohio State, who was ranked 11th. So Coach Pompilizio saying, I'm very excited for Will Denny's second semester. He's wrestling with a lot of confidence right now in his ACC debut against the guy Michael Murphy with a little bit of experience.
Yeah, Will's a humble kid, ready to learn. He puts his shoes on and goes to work every day. There's no questions out of him. He's a good student of the sport.
He got some confidence this summer, 74 kilograms at the U20 Pan Am Championships in Peru, competing for Team USA. He won gold.
Hopefully someone's getting on the board here in the second period. Denny almost with the escape to his feet. And you see here we go, a good return effort out of Murphy, but then he gets his legs down.
First point scored via escape.
Battle in.
UVA through 5 bouts, seeing that path to victory. Still a lot to be decided here.
Changing inside collar ties, one of the best positions to have in wrestling, the inside collar tie, and a handful of attacks. There's a stall warning, and Denny in deep. No takedown. Murphy with the leg pass.
He's in danger.
Murphy with the leg pass, and Denny looking to counter this, but we got the legs a little twisted up, and
yeah, it's good.
Denny looking to turn him to his back here. It's some danger count here. And again, another leg pass. We're going mirroring each other with this. Looks like a Homan or a Bizkins match here. Don't want to see any injuries here.
Stop this.
That's good.
Stop this. Potentially, you're good.
It's been good refereeing tonight.
Yeah, I think the officials were. There's not much, a lot going on in this
you've been
replay here,
penalized
but
for stalling.
just kind of one guy leg pass and the other guy leg pass. Good wrestling, good actions on both of this.
Now remember, there was that second stall, so a point, and it looked like it was going to be the stall and a takedown, but the defense of Murphy was good. They just continued to wrestle through.
Yeah, Murphy did a great job on saving that takedown.
Yeah.
Because Denny was in deep, very close to scoring that.
And a couple times his back touched the mat, but able to defend. Late time here. Second period comes to a close. No takedowns yet. Decision here for Murphy.
Okay, let's go.
Choose bottom.
Come on.
This is an important
right,
position
here we
in
go.
the match here
Kimberly,
for
go.
Denny to either get some riding time here, and even for Murphy getting an escape and keeping him within scoring distance without letting this match get away.
Wonder it.
To his feet.
Switch attempt. Denny looking to drive him forward, but right where really good position here for Denny. Has Murphy flat, but also his feet in.
Yeah.
So once things start
Just
getting
if there's
difficult, you
nothing
just get
going
right
on
out of
here.
bounds. But you're putting a little bit of time here right on the edge here as a top
Nothing going
wrestler.
on. Let's go.
Talked about the pace of Denny. That's been big here. That early stall warning. Already seen him hit with the second.
That's what we said about Denny, right?
Difference in this match right now.
Same pace throughout the entire match, just consistent. And that's a good pace too. It's not a slow pace. Looking for a tilt here. Quick little tilt, but no count.
All of them. Still you, Red. Get his hands here for me.
Denny getting close. As I say that, Murphy scores the escape. So 1 point match here, 1 minute left. Takedown's gonna win it from either one of them.
That's what we saw in the youth bouts during intermission. 1 takedown to win.
Yeah, this is what we're looking at, 1 minute. And Denny's been aggressive. Denny's been Denny's been making a lot of attempts at Murphy's legs, and Murphy really...
There's the stall.
Very good. Not many attempts on Murphy's part.
And that stall was given before Murphy went out of bounds.
Yeah.
And so another one.
2 points.
Hey, you've been penalized for 2-point stalling.
Coach Popolizzi was calling for Denny to stay on him. So 1 takedown.
Yeah.
Won't really change the match, but he's really encouraged Denny. This is a big match for, as a freshman, in on the leg, looking to score this. Takedown.
That relentless pace from Will Denny pays dividends.
This will get riding time too. He holds him down. This will get riding time and to secure the major. Wow. Great last 45 seconds from Will Denny. Gets the crowd on their feet here in Reynolds.
NC State needed a big win. Will Denny provides it in his ACC debut.
Very exciting. Every match, you're a true freshman. Every match is big. Every win is a big one. Especially with the team in there, where they are on the scoreboard tonight. Team needed that. The fans needed that here at Reynolds.
Yeah. Hey, on the shot, they get him for stalling, and then they're in.
Played it almost all UVA. Will Denny trying to change the momentum. That brings us now to the one we had circled at the top, 174. A couple of ACC champs here. Nick Hamilton, Maddie Singleton. This one should be fun.
Yeah, Hamilton's had a new weight class, but I'm sure he believes himself. He's won big. He's won the ACCs. He won the ACC Outstanding Wrestler at 1 weight class below. And here he is against the reigning ACC champion, Maddie Singleton. So this should be a good one. But you'll see a size difference. Look at these 2 guys right now. Singleton, he's got a larger frame than Hamilton. But this will be exciting nonetheless. Ranked matchup here at the ACC opener.
So Denny not just a win, but by bonus point, make it 14-7.
All right, here we go, gentlemen. Here we go. Good luck to both of you. Shake hands.
Singleton is ranking up to number 5. He's got 3 top 10 wins this year. Hamilton had won 5 in a row before he went 0-2 at Southern Scuffle. He was pinned actually by Andrew Christie of Army. He also lost to Gabe Lilly of Clarion. So had been in form. His last 2 did not have a good scuffle. Now he's got a big test against number 5 Maddie Singleton. Does he bounce back? We'll find out.
Yeah, we got 2 hammers on the mat. This should be an exciting one here. Especially with a little bit of momentum shift to NC State. We'll see what Singleton looks like here in this first period. Will be important nonetheless.
Such a big year for Singleton last year. Finished 7th at NCAA's, reaching an All-American status. Also, again, the ACC champion. Said his career kind of feels like it's progressed at a really natural pace where he was ready to take the next step and did.
Center, gentlemen.
Yeah,
now there's only 1 goal left.
Every year left. And where he's at now, no reason he can't win the Nationals.
And you had told me before, because I asked you, all right, when do you realize, hey, I'm good enough, I could win a national championship? And I'm paraphrasing here, but you basically said, well, when I realized, hey, I'm All-American, I'm in the mix, I'm right there with the top guys in my weight. So why can't I win one?
Exactly. There's no hard line of like, now you can win one. It's, you're in that same pond as the other fish. Those big fish, and you just got to keep training and believe in yourself, and that step comes naturally.
So Singleton coming off.
You really decide. Honestly, that's the thing. You decide when you're ready.
Yeah.
There's no one that says, okay, now you can win.
You don't have to be runner-up and then before you can win.
No, you can win, man.
And so he felt like that year to be 7th to get All-American. Okay, now I'm in that pond, as you say.
Yes, absolutely. He is there now.
And Hamilton bumping up to 174. Last year, an NCAA qualifier for the 2nd time at 65. He got a couple of wins last 2 years in the ACC semis over NC State's Derek Fields, but a new opponent here. in a new weight class.
And in deep on an underhook. This is one of Singleton's best positions. Takedown to some near fall.
And there's a couple swipes there. And the brick gets thrown by Coach Garland.
3 swipes. Singleton's very strong wrestler. When he gets to the body, he'll run that down, get to a body lock, and score, which we just saw. He's very good at that. We have a challenge brick coming in, so we'll probably review that here in the next 10 seconds when this period's over.
And there was no hesitation. I mean, as soon as he could get that brick, it was on the mat.
Absolutely. It's a 5-0 hole is tough to come out of. So if they can save some of those, especially 3 back points, that'll be a game changer, especially in a match that on paper should be pretty tight.
So the call on the mat was back points here for Singleton.
Yep, Singleton getting to that body, steps deep. Really controlling him here and goes right to his tight waist tilt.
So here's a question I have for you as we look at this.
That angle, I don't know.
Sometime as a fan, but a casual observer, as someone like many of our viewers that did not wrestle at an extremely high level like yourself, sometimes it feels like the swipes are a little slower, and sometimes it feels like they can come quick.
Yeah, when you're on your back, they come quick.
That was on the faster side. It felt like.
Yeah, that it looked like it was on the faster side. There's been times as a wrestler you come up, Matty might be like, oh, 3 backs, I'll take that. Like, probably knowing maybe he didn't get them, or maybe you did get them, you don't know. But there's sometimes there's definitely been situations where you're like, oh, thanks, ref, I'll take that.
So there was too quickly, and the third came later.
Yeah.
Didn't release that hold.
I don't know about 3, at least from that angle.
Officials looking it over.
That was a great first period, right? 2 really good wrestlers feeling each other out, but Singleton got his opening and ran through it. You'll see him score like that against top 174 pounds too. That's one of his best positions. Underhook to the body, a deep step covering the guy's legs and hips.
NC State wrestled a really good non-conference schedule, and especially for Singleton at 174. He's got 8 wins on the year, 5 against ranked opponents.
Absolutely, they were at the national duels where they had some of the top matches of the dual meet season, and coming into the ACC schedule, what the ACC has, and they got an out-of-conference match with the Cornell Big Red. So Coach Popolizio always puts together a very, very tough schedule.
And as a fan, we want to see more duels.
Duels sell. Look how many people are here, and you're here for 2 hours. You watch 10 matches, handful of ranked matchups. Otherwise, you're at a tournament for 12 hours. You know, I love wrestling, but 12 hours in a gym, that's a long time.
Call on the mat is confirmed. An unsuccessful challenge for UVA.
Okay, second period. Red chooses down. Second period.
Now
okay?
this is a tough situation for Hamilton now. So he's kind of got to shift his entire match to really pursue points a lot harder. A lot harder.
Quick escape.
6-point deficit against a very, very good wrestler, Matty Singleton. I'm sure NC State fans are loving this because this puts him right there in bonus point territory in a match that on paper was going to be pretty tight.
So a steep hill to climb for Hamilton. If you mentioned how Hamilton's going to change some things for you, the way you go about it. If you're Singleton, how much do you change?
I think you keep being offensive because you
don't get conservative. Hey, I got a bigger lead than maybe I expected at this point.
No, especially where the team is being down 7 points.
You're thinking bonus.
You're a leader. You're a top-ranked guy. You got to score the points to get the major. You got to pursue that and get into your positions. Hamilton's going to need to take more attempts because he can't be conservative now with 3 minutes left of wrestling in the match. Fans are wanting another stall call here. This is where moving up to a new weight class can be challenging. Oftentimes you see guys struggle a little bit when they move up to new weight classes. You're getting guys of a different frame, a few inches taller, longer limbs, more
Keep your
leverage.
hands cleaned up. Keep your hands clean.
Singleton's a strong
Keep your hands
guy,
clean here.
you know?
I remember I've been very blessed to work with some great wrestlers. Yourself, Hayden Hidley was telling me when he bumped up a couple of weight classes. From a strength perspective, felt like I was fine, but to that point, some of the wrestlers were then longer.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that makes a difference, especially with when you're getting in on a leg, and maybe the guy's not as strong as you, but he's sprawled out.
Hey, get on there. Don't roll. Hey, don't roll forward on him.
Or closing that distance on longer limbs, that type of thing. It makes a difference.
That's something you have to adjust to. Like, you know, Hamilton might feel, hey, when you bump up a class, all right, there's going to be a strength advantage. It might be fine in that way, but still, Singleton with his long frame.
Singleton looking for another tight waist tilt there. The ref waving it off. No backs on that one. Singleton very strong with the leg riding too, so he's got his left leg in here. And as you see, Hamilton flattened out. Not a good spot to be in, especially under Singleton.
Take this arm legal on him there.
Very big arch on Hamilton's back. Singleton working for a turn here. I wonder if we're going to see another stall call. A lot of fans getting on their feet. Stall call might be coming. That would put him into major decision territory. Coach Garland's looking for a stalemate. Here's Matty going to get off and look for one more takedown.
He's got the ride time locked up. 30 seconds to go.
6-point lead. Takedown's going to put him in major decision territory. State coaches are calling for it. Singleton's going to pick it up. This crowd's going to get behind him.
Singleton on the leg. Getting finished with 5 seconds left.
No points, but that was a good attempt. A few seconds earlier, might have had it.
An 8-1 decision for Matty Singleton as he picks up another ranked win, defeating Nick Hamilton. So NC State needed to change the momentum after intermission. Will Denny, Matty Singleton. Back-to-back wins, and we've got ourselves a pretty great Friday night duel. It might come down to the wire here. 3 bouts to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Patrick Brophy in his ACC debut against Stephen Burrell Jr. Virginia with a 14-10 advantage. NC State has won the last couple of bouts coming out of intermission. Now to 184. Don Cates, the 6th-year wrestler from Durham, North Carolina, against Griffin Gamble. And immediately, Cates, not even 10 seconds in, scores a takedown. Nick, I was going to say to you, felt like this might end up deciding the whole dual meet. I feel like this is a coin flip type bout, and Cates saying, I'm getting right to work.
Yeah, I was just looking at our notes, and here we got 2 seniors, unranked matches. This is a big swing match. This is one Virginia really needs to get, being underdogs in the next 2 against ranked wrestlers. But Cates coming out, scoring early there. That's a big takedown. And looking to score another one here, in deep on the legs. And Gamble defending, but Cates is going to run through that one and get the crowd on their feet. Wow.
Wow, Don Cates 2 takedowns in the first minute. Griffin Gamble 7-5 on the year. Went 3-2 at the Southern Scuffle. Had a good showing there. Cates has a losing record on the year. He's 4-5, but guess what? All 5 losses to ranked wrestlers. He has not lost to an unranked wrestler, as Gamble is.
Yes, no, Cates has had a very tough schedule thus far, and coming into this match where we are, him getting a victory here is going to be very big for the Wolfpack.
Cates is 6th-year wrestler. Such a unique story. He is only 1-0 in his collegiate career. He took a couple of years off.
Is he really 1-0?
1-0 in his career in ACC duels. He was wrestling as a freshman back in the COVID days, and
I think at 157, 165, and
165
off of school, and came back around, which I think would be a great thing to do, is come back, finish out your education, and be a part of this team. And really had a weight class where he's an important part of the team here at 184. It started.
Yeah, at 184, he was asked on the Pack Mentality Pop-Ins podcast. Great resource. Brian Reinhardt does an incredible job with that.
Reinhardt did a great job here at State, and now he's doing a great job where he's at now. He's a wealth of knowledge.
And he has these interesting conversations like he had with Don Cates and say, hey, what's the difference between 165 and 184? And Don said, I'm not the big guy anymore. You know, at 165, the guys more crazy in scrambles, and so he said at 184, you know, I don't necessarily have to move like that, but these guys at 184, they're big and they're strong.
Absolutely.
And that's an adjustment that he's had to make, but took a couple of years off in the corporate world. He was out in Wendell. Stall warning and a double for Cates. Wow. And a finish for Cates.
Now Cates is going to look to capitalize off this Turk. He's got that leg Turk there. He's got Gamble's hips turned. He needs to get under that chin and peel Gamble's head over and put his shoulders closer to the mat.
The former Chrysler Dodge Jeep car salesman putting on a show in the ACC opener.
You got to be careful of your car salesman. There's some dangerous dudes out there. Look at this double leg. Taking Gamble's feet right off the mat, putting him down right there on the Wolf. He's already working on a major decision early in this second period.
Cates, he knew it. Cautioned here on the start.
Okay, come on, Red. Yep, come on.
Sit out by Gamble, getting to his feet. Cates
easy. Both guys, you need to work.
Running him out of bounds here.
We talked a little bit about the mentality and maybe just that little extra focus you have to have when you know your team is trailing. And for Cates,
right,
first of all, there's some discussions to be had. He said he talked to Coach Popolizio. They had butted heads when he was younger. He feels like he has a different perspective stepping away from college, and obviously more mature now at 23 years old. And he said, you know,
nice touch and go, single leg to 2 legs to another takedown here.
You got it, Ren. You got it.
When you have those discussions, though, you think, am I really going to come back after a couple of years? You know the kind of work and dedication it's going to take. Is Don had said, you know, there's just being in shape, which he was. He said he was still going to the gym, but he said that's not wrestling shape. And then he said there's in shape, there's wrestling shape, and then there's NC State wrestling shape. And to make that commitment to say, I'm going to get back in to those deep waters, you have to be looking forward to a night like tonight, an ACC opener in front of a great crowd, and he's putting on a show.
Gambling on his first takedown of the match. Looking to score this, but he's going to have to bring this leg back in the center of the mat. Cates is pulling him out. They're calling States for stall call. Probably reaching for that edge of the match, which is fair.
If you're Cates, though, and you're up in this position, you give the stall warning, yeah?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's no problem. You're up 8 points.
Those guys have a stall warning.
You're really controlling the match. That's no problem there.
But perhaps Gamble can build on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we are at the midpoint of the match, and Gamble in deep on a takedown, and here's Gamble taking a little bit of ground. Maybe we will see a little bit of a swing here. Swinging momentum. Kind of backs Kate right up to the line. But no, like you were saying, for Kate's to make that commitment to get back into NC State wrestling, get back in shape and do that, that says a lot, especially when you butted heads with the coach in the past, but now that you're more mature, you decide, hey, this is something I really want to do, not because I've been doing it my entire life. You know, I can put my job aside and go after this.
So a second stall for Kate, so a point for Gamble here. Gamble got a win in the ACC last year. That was against Duke's David Hussey.
Gamble in deep, putting Cates on his butt here in this crackdown position. Cates is going to look to get his feet on the mat and put weight over Gamble's head, but Gamble's going to look this pretty dang close to scoring this. Got that leg turked.
Late clock here in the second period.
Ref looking for a danger count, and Cates is trying to scoot out of here, but
2 seconds, 1.
No takedown. Very close, and Coach Garland's asking for an official's review, but he used his brick earlier last match, so ref was standing over that, looking at that, you know. If it was there,
I think they are going to look at it.
I'd be surprised if he overturns this.
And they are going to have an official review here, so this is potentially very big for Gamble. He found something there in the latter half of that second period.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I would say the momentum is on its way to shifting toward Gamble. Cates came out hot, but Gamble scoring his takedown, or that stall call, excuse me, and getting in like he did there. He's kind of going to have to keep that momentum, but also know, like, hey, if I'm going to take this, I got to take it early. I can't stand around. He's a couple takedowns behind. Going to need at least 3, maybe 4 takedowns. And that was right in front of us. I don't think the danger count was there, but maybe the ref's looking for controlling both the legs. We'll see. It looks like he's taking the headset off right now.
They are awarding 3 points to Gamble. And now Coach Papalizio wants to throw his challenge brick, but
it's already been looked at. You can't challenge a challenge. You can't challenge a challenge.
This is interesting. So what is Coach Pat challenging? He just looked at it. Is he challenging to get Cates a little bit more time on the side and get some coaching? I'm kind of questioning this here. I'm sure Pat's experienced. He's been doing this long enough. He knows what he's doing. But I don't think we're going to see that call overturned.
The only thing I can think of, unless you think you saw something else.
And Pat's walking back to the corner with the brick. So there was no review there. That was coaching.
A little extra time management.
Okay, red chooses down.
Time management outside the whistles.
So
you have optional start.
that steep uphill climb for Griffin Gamble.
Right in the middle of the back.
That's big to get 3 points on review.
Yep.
And now in striking distance. An escape for Cates. Well, he was so explosive early on, but now it's Gamble who's looking to be assertive.
Gamble pressuring on the head, keeping his hands low. He can't afford to give up another takedown. But you see, Cates in here deep, securing the 2 legs and scoring. That's a big takedown for Cates.
Just when it looks like Cates might be tiring.
Yeah. Very good timing on Cates' part. He's got to finish out this match, though. He's up 7 points, 8 points, but he's got to keep wrestling.
He is up over 1 minute of ride time. It makes it an 8-point lead effectively. That point is not locked up.
Good job getting back to the center, getting away from that out of bounds line.
Remember, he has been hit with stalling a couple of times.
Center in, center in.
If he's fatigued, he's moving his feet fairly well. He's circling back. He's doing good things.
Virginia wants a stall. Ride time point locked up for Cates.
Cates is back on the leg. 15 seconds left. Yeah, we're looking to scramble out of this. Cates likely to hold on here. Hopefully we see no injuries here. Oh. Cates advances.
And a late takedown with 1 second left makes it just a decision.
Yes, wow.
Anklets, guys,
Big
anklets.
impact, big dual meet impact. That was big. That was a big, didn't come away with the victory, but Gamble scoring there, that last takedown, that makes a difference. That's a team player.
17-12, a high-scoring decision win for Don Cates. Just his second ACC duel, and he's 2-0 in his career. And he wins that coin flip bout. That could be massive, but as you said, a key point secured back for Gamble there at the end. A team point.
Yeah, absolutely. Saving that team point for his team keeps him in a slight lead heading into these last two matches.
So now to 197 pounds. Stephen Burrell Jr., the redshirt freshman, or sophomore, pardon me, against Patrick Brophy. Just 3-0 on the season. Unique story coming over from the Citadel. And first semester
still for the Citadel.
Yeah, still kind of training it down there and driving up, and wrestling an open tournament or two, but we did see him in the quad meet, and his first match for NC State was actually, funny enough, against the Citadel. And you know that's how it works out. And against his old roommate, Adam Ortega, he won 10-9. It was a nail-biter. It was back and forth. He is ranked 25th in the country and got a couple more wins that day over Jack Kelly and Connor Jacobs at George Mason and Buffalo,
All right, good luck, guys.
respectively.
And I'm not sure if these two have history. UVA and Citadel, you know, they're regionally pretty close, so these two might have history also. But this is a big match for both wrestlers.
And again, Isaac Trumbull looming for NC State against Brennan Morgan. On paper, a very heavy favorite. So, Burrell Jr. needs to win this for UVA.
Burrell Jr. with a nice shot from distance. Brophy getting his legs back, recovering.
Burrell Jr. had won 5 straight before the Southern scuffle. He went 0-2. Had a medical forfeit against Wolfgang Frabel of Army. But he's been impressive this year. He beat Jack Waymeyer of Columbia, who was 14th. He finished 3rd at Journeyman. I mean, he's got some serious talent. And the ACC debut for Patrick Brophy.
Absolutely, ACC debut, big crowd here at Reynolds. This is a very, very interesting match in terms of the team score.
And Brophy now a redshirt junior, but
Brophy with a nice slide by attempt. Second one, he goes to that quite often. It kind of real subtle slide by, but gets closer to the legs, and Burrell keeping him off balance. No real attacks yet. But nonetheless, two experienced wrestlers feeling each other out.
Brophy a unique story because he's a newcomer to NC State, but also a relative newcomer to wrestling. He only started as a high school sophomore. By his high school senior year, he went undefeated in the state of South Carolina and won states.
Another slide by for the takedown. Well timed.
No
nice
takedown
time.
given.
No takedown, excuse me.
You think you had it?
Excuse me.
Huh?
But nonetheless, that was his 3rd time looking for that little elbow
Yeah.
pass and finally got to it. So
Here we go.
good hustle out of Burrell, recover out of that. And Burrell with a shot
3, yes,
and
you got it.
takedown. Can't be speaking so soon, but Burrell coming off that whistle.
So how about that? Burrell takes an early lead.
Looking for the mat return. Get Brophy's hands back on the mat. And Brophy with the escape. Very nice. Good wrestling out of both these guys. Dual meet's kind of on the line here. It's very close. Getting down to the wire. Guys are wrestling well, representing the schools.
A Brophy win would mean just any Trumbull win would do it for NC State. If Burrell Jr. wins, then you would need bonus points from Isaac Trumbull, and he has been a bonus point machine this year. 4 bonus point wins.
Trying to stand Burrell Jr. up. Get into that body. In deep on the legs. Gotta get those hands locked. Get his hands locked. Let's see where he finishes here.
Late clock.
Short time, no takedown.
Red, your choice.
That was a really good first period on both wrestlers.
It was.
Red chooses down, second period.
Take a look at the takedown from Burrell.
Burrell right off the whistle. Restart,
Okay, green,
2 legs, lowers level, rips one, gets it.
So
very well timed.
Brophy finding his way to NC State at an odd time because his former Citadel head coach Ryan LeBlanc left for Binghamton. When your coach leaves, that opens up the transfer portal. So you have that window. Brophy, incidentally, had trained with a guy named Trent Hidley over the summer. So he was familiar with training with him, felt like he learned a lot. Remember, he only started wrestling as a high school sophomore.
Yeah.
Stall warning.
Have the stall warning on Burrell Jr. not getting off that leg. And Brophy's got to kick away. The crowd does not like the time of that whistle.
Why the whistle then?
The whistle because there was no action happening.
Just as you said, Brophy's got to kick away. It's like he heard you, and then the whistle comes.
He's got 4 coaches yelling at him. But no, it's like we were saying, I was with Trent Hidley this summer out at the Olympic Training Center
in Colorado.
Colorado Springs. Patrick Brophy was out there doing some training, and we said this guy would be a good partner for Trent, give him a good feel, and they hit it off, and
right there. We're going to fix it.
And got the opportunity to recruit Brophy when he entered.
So then all of a sudden, all right, your coach leaves. Now the portal's open. Now he thinks, if I learned that much in Colorado out with Trent, yourself, he goes, man, how much could I learn if I'm at NC State?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great opportunity, not just for Patrick taking advantage of it over the summer, but also even for us being around a guy of Patrick's caliber and him helping Trent get to where he was, right? We said, this guy knows how to wrestle, has some unique skills, and long frame, same weight class as Trent. We got him together for some workouts, and it worked out well.
We're told that they're just looking at the clock here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Making sure they have the right time.
It's a big point.
It's like 132 is what they're going with. Yeah, Brophy grew up playing baseball. You're like, what is he doing? He's obviously athletic. He was playing baseball. His dad was an All-American wrestler in college. He said, yeah, Dad probably wanted me to wrestle, but I was playing baseball. He also played football. So when he first started wrestling, he said, I was a football player. I was basically just diving at guys and wrapping them up. And that was good enough. But he has come a long way in his technique.
Yeah, absolutely. And he continues, being that he only started wrestling in 9th grade. Nice switch, escape. He's got to keep those hands low because Burrell Jr. has shown he can shoot from distance and score. Burrell Jr. is kind of lining up like he's on a line of scrimmage, getting ready to go. Waiting for that ball to be snapped, and there he is in deep again. Securing those 2 legs, but Brophy's looking for that ankle. Still got that ankle. He needs to keep scooting. He's keep scooting, and Burrell Jr. gets another takedown.
The second takedown of this bout. Stephen Burrell Jr.
Brophy with another sit out and switch and a takedown of his own.
4-point mover, the escape first and then the takedown.
Coach Garland with his hands up at the table. That's good hustle. That's good being ready to wrestle. Burrell Jr. did it earlier in the match. Break in action, back to the center, shoots on the whistle. Brophy just a little different. Escape, turn, shoot. Got to be ready the entire 7 minutes. Brophy working on a 2-on-1 on top here.
And that changes this entire match.
Absolutely.
There was 15 55 seconds left when you guys are checked out.
See Coach Garland pleading his case.
What do you mean?
So first, this is the second takedown for Stephen Burrell Jr.
Yep, and we got a little coaching, right? Remember what we said about time management? We're seeing the same thing. We're seeing the same thing. Coaches knowing how they're looking for an explanation. They're looking for an explanation.
When I stop it.
You see the fans.
Keeps going on still, not the running time. No, behind us.
Coach Garland's just looking for an explanation.
And he's talking back to the crowd. Again, we love the energy of Coach Garland.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, man. Both of these coaches.
Let's go.
Experience.
If your kid wants to wrestle, I mean, and they get the opportunity at NC State or Virginia, send them.
Yeah.
These are two great coaches.
Entire conference across the board. Here we are back third period. Brophy's gonna have to ride him out here to kind of lock this win up, but Burrell Jr.'s he's game.
There's the escape.
Brophy's got to score a takedown of his own.
Right time, not a factor. He's been in the room with Trent Hidley, the world champ. He's been in the room with Isaac Trumbull.
Brophy in on a takedown, in on a leg. Burrell Jr. getting a leg back. He's got to keep that leg, hands locked there and build up. And Burrell Jr.'s putting a lot of weight back into him. Brophy being flattened out here. Not a great position. He's got to recover out of this. Stalemate saves it.
That's what it's all about, right? Minute 11 left.
Yes. Burrell Jr. on the whistle again. Takedown secured.
Wow.
Brings it up to a 4-point lead. Brophy's got to score this escape. Again, same deal. He's got to score his escape. Takedown, but time's whittling down.
"40 seconds away from getting this decision and would put his team in front by 4 on the team score."
Yes, looking for us. Oh. Burrell, again, right on the whistle, shoots. Second time he's done that this match, and he's good at it. Wow.
Stephen Burrell Jr. finished 4th at ACC's last year.
All right, come on, Green. Let's go.
Beat Bonzo of Duke, Loud of UNC. He's got some ACC experience. Big mat return.
Slam there, kind of a
too big.
1 point.
You can't go straight back.
That changes things.
Okay, you can't
Yes, it
lift and go
does.
straight back with it.
Right, it changes things. Nice suplex, wrong rule
Okay, are you
set. Second caution.
And he just got caution
Hey
for a
guys,
second
both guys
time,
take a
trying to go
breath
early.
here, okay?
So if you're Brophy, obviously you got to get out
Wait
very
till I
quick.
call you on.
Escape, turn, shoot.
Okay.
You got to create some action.
Let's go.
Brophy to his feet, fighting the hands. Burrell still wrestling hard here.
He's close to locking up right time.
Yeah.
There's the escape. Right time point locked up, so Brophy needs a takedown in the last 8 seconds to tie it. He gets to a leg, defended by Burrell Jr. Stephen Burrell Jr. wins it.
That was close, but I don't think we're going to see a brick on that. Exciting match. Exciting match, and that puts Virginia in the driver's seat heading into this last match.
An 11-8 decision and a ranked win for Stephen Burrell Jr. It'll come down to heavyweight. Virginia looking to upset top 10 NC State. Friday night duels, the ACC opener. Virginia looking to stun NC State. It'll come down to heavyweight. Second-ranked Isaac Trumbull, his highest ranking in his illustrious career. 6-year wrestler, the All-American last year, finished 4th at NCAA's. 6 wins, 4 of them by bonus points. Going up against redshirt freshman Brennan Morgan. Trumbull's team down 4. He needs at least a major. A Tech would win outright. We're still adding up the criteria. We think, as of now, that a major would probably be enough for Trumbull to lock it up for NC State on criteria. Waiting to confirm that. But if you're Isaac Trumbull, you've been a bonus point machine this year. Yeah. That's what your team needs from you here.
Absolutely, yeah. And you look at the records. Morgan has a great record on the year.
10-3.
Not in the rankings, but here he is looking to score the first takedown.
Wow. Brennan Morgan with the takedown, the first takedown of Isaac Trumbull on the season.
Trumbull with a reversal of his own.
He had not been taken down all year. 15-0 on takedowns, and Morgan shocks him.
And here's great takedown by Morgan. But here's where we need to see controlled wrestling out of Trumbull. He's a heavy favorite. But you got to see someone that comes out here cool. You know you're going to see someone's best attempt. You're not going to win the match in the first minute. Your match is 7 minutes long, so you need to be controlled. You need to handle things. You can't go overzealous. Trust your process and get through it.
And you see, Trumbull knows what's at stake here. He's just going to stand him up right away. Now, if you're Morgan, you're wondering, are you just going to try to stall as much as you can? No, he comes out with offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That could be the biggest defense, scoring 4 points already.
Yeah. No, that changes things, especially with how much of the takedown worth, you know. Yeah, and getting that free escape that when Trumbull cut him, especially under a very good top wrestler in Isaac Trumbull too.
Now, especially now in your day, takedowns are 2.
Very nice misdirection on that high crotch. Sits him to his butt, secures the takedown.
There's the 3 for Trumbull. So when you were wrestling, I mean, you had to add up more takedowns. That rule change has led to some bigger swings in matches.
Yeah.
But it's also led to guys that are dominant, like Trumbull, like yourself. It is a little easier, with quotes around it. It's never easy, but it's easier to score those bonus points.
Yeah, 3 points, a 3-point takedown, and the 4-point near fall changes it. So when I competed, a 2-point takedown and the 3-point near fall, you had to do a bit more work to score those major decisions, those tap calls.
So I was told that it was the total match score going into this match was tied at 66.
And here's Morgan in on a leg, hands locked. Trumbull's sprawling this out. Trumbull's always been very, very good defensively. Looking to do a chest wrap ankle. His right hand wrapped around the chest, but Morgan's pulling this leg in, working his way up. Recover and get his head outside. Trumbull's going to break that lock and get behind him for 3. The State fans love it.
20 seconds left. See if Trumbull, too late to cut, right? You just go for a turn.
Too late, ride him out. Start wearing them down, bringing that wrist out, showing the ref how much you're controlling him.
Isaac Trumbull, who got married over this summer, going to become a father in April.
Big year.
Got a lot of responsibilities these days, and he's got a lot of responsibility to his team right now, trying to get a major decision. So that answered our question. Tied at 66 coming into this. On criteria, it would be 5-5 bouts if Trumbull were to win by major, and then that would be enough on total match points. That NC State would win on match criteria. Quick escape for Trumbull.
Yeah.
But again, he's got a long ways to go. Morgan has been excellent so far.
Winner of this match wins it. The major decision will tie it, and the match points will put it away. So, not riding on this one. Trumbull's in deep again, looking to get his head out. Morgan's going to try to stay locked in this crowd, but once Trumbull's head gets popped out, he's in a tough position because Trumbull's very good with his leg turn. Now he's got that leg turn. He will peel that face off and put Morgan's head right back and put his shoulders flat, like we're looking at.
Crowd on its feet. 3, 4 swipes. Trumbull trying to finish it here. Trumbull in the clutch.
The clutch with the fall. It's great wrestling out of Morgan. Trumbull's a 6-year guy. Ability to win a national championship this year. Great dual meet across the board. Wow. That's exciting.
Isaac Trumbull, the closer. And NC State with an ACC opening comeback to remember. A pin at heavyweight.
I'll take Trumbull against anyone in the country when he gets that turf in. He's very, very good with it.
We're talking about criteria. Would a major be enough?
A fall's gonna
end the debate.
Absolutely. You know, Morgan got pinned, but he showed good wrestling. I think we're going to see a lot more out of Morgan the rest of this ACC schedule.
He was excellent.
I think that was a very good performance as long as it lasted against one of the nation's best. And the rest of the road, the ACC, it doesn't get better than Isaac Trumbull in the conference.
If this is any indicator of what ACC competition is going to be like this season, my goodness, that was incredible.
Yeah, that was an exciting duel. By coming in on paper, you're saying State's a heavy favorite, but you know, Cavaliers showed up. Cavaliers keep showing up. You got other great teams in conference, the Hokies, Stanford, Pittsburgh, UNC. We got a very, very good schedule.
This is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Incredible ACC opener tonight. Virginia, very impressive. But Isaac Trumbull and NC State win it. 19-17 the final on an exclamation point pin.
Exciting match. Wow.